Hey y'all, the Lady Empath 1111 guys. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to 1111 Divine Lovers, where we are changing how we love ourselves first, as well as how we love others, guys. If you are new to the channel, welcome. All right. If you are returning, then welcome back. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. We're going to get right into this general message. We're just going to see what Spirit has to say at this time. All right. Please be reminded it is general. Only take what resonates. Everything may not resonate. We all have masculine and feminine energy, so flip and switch those roles how you see fit. And this reading is timeless. Whenever you come across it, it is absolutely meant for you at that time. All right. Let's get a message from the universe. What is it that you need us to know at this time, Spirit? What do we need to know most at this time as a divine collective, as your chosen people? What do we need to know most at this time? Ooh, door to romance is opening for somebody. Look, I heard just when you thought it was closed. Look, just when you had given up, right? The door to romance is opening for somebody. The number 33 could be significant, right? 333 is about support. Somebody said, I'll do whatever it takes to give this love to you again. No one in the world. Like, this is the channel song I'm hearing, guys. Anita Baker, no one in the world. No one in the world makes this person feel the way you make them feel. No one in the world has impacted this person in the way that you have impacted them. No one in the world has evoked change in this person the way you have. There is something about you that no one in the world compares to. You know, no one can make them feel the way you make them feel. No one can love you the way that you love them. Like, they didn't even expect it. Like, this person may even look sometimes and just ask why. You know, why me? What made me so lucky? Like, why did I deserve this? Where did you even come from is what I'm hearing, okay? This door to romance is opening for someone. You hold the key to this person's heart is also what I heard. And it's no one in the world but you. It's always been you. It's only been you. It's always only been you is what I hear. It's always only been you. And this is how this person feels about you. Wow. What else do we need to know about this door to romance, Spirit? What else do we need to know about this door to romance, Spirit? What is this trying to come out? You know, that's crazy. I saw this at the bottom of the deck, guys, and I didn't take it. Financial constraints. That's crazy. I saw it at the bottom of the deck, and I ended up not taking it because I was going to shuffle, and it still came out. Now, how does financial constraints impact door to romance? Is it that this person had been feeling financial constraints, or they felt like they couldn't pursue a relationship with you until they settled some type of financial constraints? That could definitely be it as well. I feel like this is someone who had to work on their finances first before they could come towards you with some type of offer. I want to clarify. Let's go to the tarot. Spirit, what's door to romance and financial constraints in the upright? Let's see. What's door to romance and financial constraints in the upright, Spirit? What's going on with this person? What's door to romance with financial constraints in the upright, Spirit? Three of Wands. Give me more on the Three of Wands. Wow. Seven of Wands with the Eight of Swords. A lot of fire energy and air energy here. I feel like this is someone who, there was a measure of fear. Also a measure of them protecting themselves and not wanting to make the wrong decision. This is definitely divine masculine energy here. All three of these cards depict the divine masculine. I do feel like the divine masculine here could have been dealing with some type of financial constraints that held them up from truly coming towards you. With the Three of Wands, see, the Three of Wands denotes travel, you know, expansion, growth, coming towards or moving towards something. But I feel like this person had to overcome some type of fear and even protective mode. Like, they could have been in protective mode of themselves. But there's something here about their finances that hindered them from being able to move towards you. But now they've overcome that. With the door to romance being open now, it's like now this person is willing to open things up to go to the next level or take it to the next level. But their financial constraints is what stopped them from making you an offer before, right? Let's get some more on this. More on financial constraints for this divine masculine, Spirit. What else do we need to know about financial constraints? Yeah, Knight of Wands in reverse. It stopped this person from moving forward towards you. Yeah. See, the Knight of Wands in reverse is about someone that's not able to move forward, not able to slowly, you know, stagnant energy type of thing. And I feel like this Divine Masculine, their financial constraints. Yeah, but things are bringing things into balance now. The Justice card. Like there's some type of revelation that's taking place for this Divine Masculine, or their finances are being released. You know, things that have been held up for them financially are now not an issue anymore, so that they can truly open the door to romance and move towards you with a offer. You know, let's see what else, Spirit. What else do we need to know about this Divine Masculine? Yeah, the Judgment and the Ace of Cups. Oh, let's get it. This person is ready now. Now I'm ready. You know, so I had to deal with this. This is a Divine Masculine saying that I had to deal with some financial issues. You know, 555 on the timer. Oh, that's crazy. It's not 555, and I clearly saw that. That's crazy. Wow. You could be seeing 555 a lot then, because I literally just swore I saw 555 and I did not. So this is someone who is going through their own awakening, you know, with the Judgment and the Ace of Cups, and through this awakening, it's allowed this Divine Masculine to know that they truly want love. They want to share this experience with someone that they've never shared before, right? They're opening this door to romance and overcoming the financial constraints that prohibited them from coming towards you in a more direct way. But there's something about the way you love or the way you pour into them. As I look at this Ace of Cups card, see how someone is pouring into that cup? So it's something about the way you've poured into this person. Let's go, Spirit. Even if you look at this Judgment card, guys, if you look at that, and I don't know if it's what it is, but I kind of, when I look at this corner card, I almost see like a vessel of somebody pouring something as well. I feel like it's because you, or the way you've poured into this person, the way you love this person has allowed them to undergo some type of spiritual awakening. It's the way that you've poured into this person that's caused this judgment, that has caused them to make this final decision about truly opening that door to romance and allowing love to come through the door. Wow, what else, Spirit? The Hermit. This is someone who's been doing a lot of studying, a lot of reading, a lot of introspection about themselves, especially with the Ace of Cups, Judgment, and the Hermit. It's like this spiritual awakening that this person is going through has caused them to begin to turn inward in themselves and begin to isolate and really read and study. And what are angel numbers? You know, what are spiritual awakenings? What is twin flames? What are divine unions? You know, this is all of these things that are coming over this person that they're now beginning to study more. But it was your love. Whitney Houston, You Give Good Love, just came on. See, the way you love this person is nothing that they've ever experienced before. I says, I've been looking for someone. Now you're here. Now you're here like you've been before, and you know. I'm sorry, that's my song, y'all. I need. See, you know exactly what this person needs. And it says, it took some time for me to see. Took some time for me to see. So it took this person some time for them to truly see. But now they see that you give good love. Love to me, baby. So good. Take this heart of mine into your hand. You give good love to this person. It is the way, I told y'all, is the way you have poured into this person with this Ace of Cups, the Judgment, and the Hermit. It is how you poured into this person that allowed this person's heart to expand and allowed them to open the door to romance. See, that door was shut because of financial constraints. The financial constraints that this person was undergoing allowed them to close the door to romance. They wasn't trying to hear. It wasn't no romance. It wasn't no love. What is that? No romance without finance? No romance without finance. You got to have a J-O-B if you want it. That's what I heard, y'all. But it truly is, you know, for especially for masculine energy. Masculine energy ain't trying to date nobody if they can't afford to. Not a real divine masculine. Now, you can go get a Joe Blow off the street that don't care. They gonna come to you with 2 nickels in their pocket and don't care. But a true divine masculine is not going to step forward unless they know that they can financially provide, right? That they can be there for you and truly give towards this. And I feel like this is a divine masculine who the door to romance was closed because of financial constraints. See how one door is open and one door is closed on this financial constraints card? But it's like as the doors began to open and their finances began to increase, then they were able to open this door to romance. Let's go. And they made the decision to do so. 2 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Because you are their 9 of Cups. Look, they want to celebrate 3 of Cups. All of this at the bottom of the deck. Look, we got the 2 of Wands, 9 of Cups, and 3 of Cups. This person wants to celebrate with you. They want to create life with you. They want to do life with you. Toast it up, right? And this is something that this person has decided to do because you give good love. Shit. Hey. No. See, I can't stop looking around. Looking around. This person can't stop looking around. It's not what the love is all about. It's not what it's all about. This love is here to stay. Come on. This love is here to stay. So if you're questioning it, no, it ain't going nowhere. This love is here to stay. And this is a divine masculine who needed to make sure that everything was together financially before they could open the door to romance. And now things are going to the next level. Let's go. Let me get the next message for you guys. What's the next message, Spirit? You give good love. Hey, now, don't get it twisted. You giving good love. Never too much. The next message, Spirit. Ooh. Hold on, y'all. Let me get it together. Next message, Spirit. Here we go. Woman holding a coin. That's you. You always come out, divine feminine. You always come out. What do we need to know about this woman holding a coin, Spirit? What do we need to know about the divine feminine here? What do we need to know about this woman holding a coin? This person felt like you weren't available to them in some type of capacity, all tied up. I feel like this is a divine masculine who felt like you weren't always available to them, or that there was something that was not allowing them to come towards you because they wanted to make sure they came towards you. I hear came correct. This person saw you as unavailable in some capacity. Why does this person see the divine feminine as unavailable? Why did this divine masculine see the divine feminine as unavailable? Look, flipped on over. The second chakra in reverse. Something was blocked. This person may have felt like there was blockages. I want to see something. Let's go to the guidebook, number 36. I feel like this is a divine masculine that felt like something was blocked, or that you were blocking them in some type of way, like you weren't completely open to move towards them, even intimately, because the second chakra is dealing with that intimacy. That's the solar plexus chakra. This person may have felt like you weren't completely open with them, or that either you weren't ready for a relationship, or that you were already in a relationship with this all tied up. You could have been in a relationship with someone else when you encountered this divine masculine for the first time, because this is someone who's looking at you as if you weren't available to them, like you were already tied up in a situation or something. And like they felt like you were even blocking them from truly seeing into you in a more intimate way, is what I'm getting as well. Like you weren't really willing to take the risk, is what I'm hearing. Also 1313 on the timer. Like you weren't really wanting to take the risk, or that they weren't sure that you would take the risk to be with them. It could have been something risky about being with them. You know, like maybe you guys are from different backgrounds or different cultures, different ethnicities, age, something, same sex, something. But there was something that this divine masculine felt that you, or that they couldn't approach you in that way, or something. Like there was some type of hindrance or blockage. But they see you at great value, right? They see you as someone who is independently wealthy, of great value, but they felt like you were unavailable. I feel like you didn't open up to this masculine in the way that they wanted you to at the beginning, and it could have caused some type of separation as well. Like it's like this, everyone was really open and happy and lovey and dovey, and then you began to have doubts, divine feminine. And as you begin to have doubts and question, the mirroring takes place, guys. Y'all know it does. The mirroring takes place. And I feel like at some point after you guys met, there was some type of doubt from you, divine feminine, that then was projected onto the divine masculine, and then this separation took place. But even with all of that, the divine masculine has always been focusing on some type of financial constraints before the door could truly be open. Let's get more of the divine feminine. So what do we need to know about the divine feminine most at this time, with the woman holding a coin all tied up in the second chakra being in reverse spirit? What do we need to know more about the divine feminine at this time? Yeah, this person had to give you time to balance some things out. We got the Temperance in reverse, the Strength card in the reverse with the Two of Swords. Yeah, you had to make the decision. There was a lot of decisions that you had to make, divine feminine, that also caused some delays in this union moving forward as well. There were some things that you had to balance out. There were some things that you didn't even want to see within yourself. And see, a lot of times we'll blame the divine masculine for the separation, or blame the divine masculine for things not coming together quick enough. But there were also things that you had to work up. That all tied up card is about you, divine feminine, being resistant to change, and this divine masculine peeping that. This person peeped that. Even if you didn't think that they saw that, they saw it. So if you had any inkling of a doubt that this was your person, or you began to maybe even date other people at some point because you weren't sure that this was your person felt that. And that's why they felt that you were unavailable to them, right? This is someone who felt like you were unavailable to them because they could feel that your energy was split or spread. But this was really about you balancing things out and calling upon that internal strength, because there was a lot of weakness around you. Like you were still healing. You were still working on things for yourself. And it's crazy because we'll always look at the divine masculine as if they are the holdup to any type of situation or any type of successful outcome within the union. But we are not quick to admit that we also had doubts. And this is something that the divine masculine picked up on, that you had doubts as well. And that's why they saw you as someone who was not available, because your second chakra wasn't completely open to receive in a more intimate, in a more vulnerable way. Wow. Whoo, child, y'all. Okay, what's the next message, Spirit? What's the next message, Spirit? There we go. The sixth chakra. See, there's a new illumination taking place, and you didn't want to see it. This is that third eye chakra. You didn't want to see something. Give me more on the third eye. What's going on with the third eye and the collective at this time? Because I feel like there is something that neither one of you wanted to see. It's almost like both of you knew that this union was something more, but neither one of you wanted to see it. And now things are being illuminated. I see the high priestess in my third eye. It's like now things are being illuminated, and now you can actually see something that neither one of you truly wanted to see. This is someone that you knew who this person was, and this person knew who you were from the start, but neither one of you wanted to see it. So you kept questioning, is this my person? Is this my person? Is this really my person? Is this my person? Is this really my person? Like, you literally kept going back and forth, but the divine masculine was doing the same thing. Look, the garden at the gate. So both of you guys were standing here at the gate, not wanting to admit that things are happening and you can't stop it. You can't stop it. Blossoming abundance. Another 3. All right, blossoming abundance is creativity. Look, wow, I didn't even see that. One is the 30 and the other one is 3. The daughter romance is the number 33. Financial constraints is the number 13. You could definitely be seeing 333 a whole lot. But this also means that this union is divinely supported. 1818 on the timer. 333 is about support. This is a union that is divinely supported. And things are blossoming between you and this person. Blossoming, growing. And it's really just about both of you guys deciding to step out. The garden at the gate. You're walking through that gate. Because the daughter romance is open. You're walking through. And things are blossoming. Things are growing. It is the springtime, right? As I'm recording this, things are growing. Things are blossoming. We're going into the summertime. Things are blossoming between you and this person. What else do we need to know about the garden at the gate and blossoming abundance, Spirit? What else do we need to know about the garden at the gate and blossoming abundance? Knight of Pentacles. We're working on some things. Someone's willing to put in the work. Both of you guys, I feel, are willing to put in the work now in a different way, in a way that you hadn't done before. With the Knight of Pentacles, this is about someone plowing the fields, really putting in the work. You know, working for what it is that they want to obtain for themselves. And I feel like both of you guys have a new perspective of this union, and both of you are now willing to put in the work in a different way than you did before. Give me more on the Knight of Pentacles, Spirit. Yeah, Six of Pentacles, because there's reciprocity here. There's generosity between the two of you. You know that as you give to this person gives to you, so you're not sowing on infertile ground. Like you're sowing seeds in fertile ground because you know things will grow, they will cultivate, and they will come back towards you. So now you're not afraid to plant, right? Now you're not afraid to plant a harvest because you know that the ground in which you are planting is fertile ground. What you and this divine masculine are cultivating together is fertile ground, and whatever you touch and whatever you do automatically turns to gold. You and this divine masculine are impacting change everywhere you go, individually and collectively. And as you begin to walk and sow seeds into other people's lives, and people even begin, you guys can pass people in the mall and their life will be changed with the energetic field that surrounds the two of you. Guys, let's go. Let's go. You and your divine masculine are going to be walking through the mall, and the energy that the two of you guys are surrounded with will impact change on someone immediately, bring a smile to someone's face, change their lives just from the aura around you. Wow. What else, Spirit? What else do we need to know at this time, Spirit? Page of Pentacles. You're growing. You're cultivating things. There are a lot of pentacles here, guys. You guys are going to be financially wealthy. You already showed up as the woman holding a coin, and I told you the divine masculine had financial constraints at the beginning, but has overcome that. That's why the door to romance is open. So together, you guys are abundant. I hear everything you touch turns to gold. Literally. Planting, sowing seeds, cultivating. Always in my heart, Tevin Campbell. This person could have pretended like they didn't like you at first, or maybe you pretended like you didn't like them. Because when I look at this Tevin Campbell song, it says, where do I get off telling you that I'm not the least bit into you? Just tell me how the hell I can tell you they know what's in, they can tell you, I can't even get it out, y'all. They can tell you what's in my heart. I feel like there are people around this divine masculine that just say that he ain't really into you. He just playing her. He ain't really into her. He's just pretending. And your divine masculine saying, how the hell they gonna tell me how I feel about you? Or how the hell they gonna tell you how I feel about you? They don't know what's in my heart. So I do feel like there are people around this divine masculine that doubted the sincerity of their feelings for you, right? 22 on the timer, but this divine masculine is like, how the hell you gonna tell me who I'm into? They don't understand, no way. Because it was never meant for them to understand. Let's go. Yeah, Ace of Wands. And the Hangman in reverse. This person is no longer trapped by the opinions of others. They know they want this new beginning with you. You know, the Hangman here is in reverse. I'm not trapped. I know exactly what it is. I know exactly what's in my heart. Let's go. I have to let you know what's in my heart, Tevin Campbell. If I never ever say that I love you, just remember, girl, I'm saying I do. You should know that from this moment, you are always in my heart. If I never ever say that I love you, just remember, girl, I'm saying I do love you. You'll always be in my heart. You've always had this person's heart. Past lives together, you had this person's heart. And that's why when you met this person, things happen so quickly. But then fear always sets in. Wagging tongues always set in. Gossiping, lying. People who've tried to distort the view that this divine masculine has of you. She ain't all that. She ain't no true divine feminine. She a witch. She this, she that, right? These are the things that people have said to this divine masculine. But this divine masculine is like, say what the fuck you want. I'm moving on. Ace of Wands. I know what I want, and I'm not trapped in my head anymore. I had to laugh, y'all. I heard this divine masculine say, if she a witch, then she a good one. Let's go. Look, if she a witch, she a good one. Wow. What else, Spirit? What else do we need to know at this time? Look, if she a witch, she a good one. I literally heard that. This divine masculine is unbothered. He holding on. Look, divine masculine say, I'm holding on to this. I ain't letting it go. I'm holding on. I'm holding on to this, and I'm not letting it go, and I'm not being moved by the conversations of others. I'm not being moved by the opinions of others. I know exactly what I want, and I'm growing it from the start. This person I can't ignore. I can't take much more. I can't ignore. I have to let you know what's in my heart. You may be getting communication from your person this weekend, sincere communication. If I never ever say that I love you, just remember, girl, that I do. You should know that I'm from this moment. You're always in my heart. The next message, Spirit. house with the, what? I can't even see that. Yeah, with the Six of Wands. And the Six of Wands is in reverse here, guys. I feel like this is divine masculine who literally sat a lot of times just thinking, can this be successful? Can this really be real? Can I really have this person? Is this really going to work out? Like, this is the divine masculine sitting at a table like, okay, wait a minute. Is this really going to work? Am I really going to do this? Am I really ready for this? Like, these are all the things that have gone through this person's mind. But you believed in this person when no one else did. You saw past potential and saw purpose. Thank you, Spirit. You saw past this person's potential and you saw their purpose. I don't even have my pen. Y'all know I have to write this stuff down when it comes to me. Hold on, I'm going to text it to myself on my other phone. Because you did. You look past. You look past the potential and saw the purpose in this divine masculine when no one else did. See, a lot of people, they can see someone's potential. You can see potential all day. You can look at someone and see their potential. And I feel like everyone that looked at this divine masculine saw their potential. That has never been an issue. But what they did not see was the purpose. And that's where people make a mistake, right? They stop at potential. But potential is nothing, really. Everyone has potential, hell. But you were able to see past potential into this purpose of this divine masculine. 26 on the timer. And because you were able to see past potential and see into the purpose of this divine masculine, that allowed this person to let you in. Despite any financial constraints that they may still feel financial constraints, but have decided to let the door to romance open because you poured into them like no one has ever poured in them before. Wow. The next message, Spirit. Y'all, my feet tingling. I feel it down to my feet. Yeah, the world. End of a cycle. It's it. There's no one else for this person. That's it. You're it. The world is the end of the cycle, right? The world is the end of the cycle. The end of the major arcana in the tarot deck. The world. It's done. It's finished. No one else for this person. You are the center of this person's world. All eyes are on you. This person has even placed you on a pedestal. To you or to them, you're it. Like, there's nothing else. Look, I don't make it up, y'all. The song that just came on, Genuine Differences, it says, glad you came into my life. You blinded me with your love. With you, I have no sight. Girl, you open me. I'm wide open. This person is doing things they've never done, saying things they've never said. But I feel so good. I feel so good. Like, this person feel good about. Like, they aren't upset about the changes that they're making in their life. It feels good. Like, they're happy about the changes. They're excited. But you changed this person's life. It's no fiction. It's surely a fact. Look, this ain't fiction. This is a fact that you have changed this divine masculine in ways that they could not imagine. I really don't know where it says. I really don't know just where I'd be. My whole life has changed. You done changed this person's whole life. Look, 9 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. You have changed this person. You are that special one. I'm so in love, so deep in love. You make my life complete. And it's your sweetness, your compassion. It says you are so sweet. No one competes. No one competes with the divine feminine. They just realizing that. Can't nobody compete with the divine feminine. Man, you changed this person. Wow, you changed this person. Look, the damn Lovers and the High Priestess. I told you. You changed this person. They ain't never thought about settling down. But shit and me, now they are. It says, but all the time I knew I was ready, but not with all my friends around. See, I told you this person had to deal with people around. It says, but not with all my friends around. But girl, I put you first now. You made me, help me, mold me, turn me into the man I am. So responsible. And I owe it all to you guys. Y'all got to make sure, if I forget to put this song in the description box, Genuine, child, Genuine. And the song is called Differences. You've made a difference in this person's life that no one else has made ever. And that is why this person is, look, I'm with it. They're making this choice. They see you as a high priestess. You could be a tarot reader. Hell, you could be me. All right. But there is something. You've made this person's life complete. Glad you came into my life. You blind me with your love. With you, I have no sight. Blindly love. This person loves you. Oh my God. Let's go. Let's go. I told you with that high priestess card, people talking about, yeah, she a witch, and your divine masculine, like she a good one. You've evoked change though. In all seriousness, guys, you've awakened this person to things about themselves that they only dreamt of. I'm so in love. These are the lyrics. I'm so in love. I'm addicted to your love, baby. My whole life has changed since you came in. I knew back then you were that special one. See, back then, I told you, you guys shared a past life together. Back then, this person knew that. Wow. Oh, Jesus. Let's go. Let's go, y'all. I feel the energy. Let's go. This person ain't got no more decisions. I made my choice. 7 of Cups is in reverse. I made my choice. This person ain't drinking, ain't hanging out no more at the bar. I ain't hanging out. I ain't drinking. I ain't partying. I've made a decision. I'm standing by my decision. I've made a decision. I know what I want for myself, and it's divine feminine. Or divine feminine, you're saying, I know what I want for myself, and it's divine masculine. You changed my life. You changed my life. Yeah, I told you, higher level of commitment. Now this person is saying, hey, let's commit. Let's do this thing the right way. Hierophant. This could be someone who's very traditional. Very traditional. And since you came into their life, you showed them a different way of love. You showed them love. This person never knew love before they met you. Never. They never knew love before they met you. And with the Hierophant card, again, the number 5, 5 is change. You changed my life. You changed this person's life. Oh, child, y'all got, this is a wonderful. Wonderful. I want to keep going. I don't want to make it too long, 31 on the timer, but I kind of want to be nosy and keep going. What else, Spirit? What else? Wow, missing you guys. Diana Ross just came on. Since you've been away and lonely. Since you've been away, I've been thinking of you. This part, look, let me tell y'all. I told y'all, King of Swords with the 6 of Cups. This person could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius with that King of Swords and 6 of Cups. Childhood, memories, past lives together, nostalgia. Missing you. Tell me where the road turns. I'm missing you. Ooh, I'm missing you. Tell me where the road turns. This person is like, look, I miss my divine feminine and I'm going forward. You know, I know what this is. I know this 6 of Cups energy. I know this is nostalgia. I know this is a past life connection and I'm just ready to go. Tell me where the road turns, right? Tell me, because I'm ready to go. Do I need to make a left or a right? Like, right? Do I need MapQuest? Google Maps? What do I need here? Right? This person's like, tell me where the road turns because I'm ready to go. I love it, guys. Beautiful, beautiful energy, guys. Beautiful energy. I'm laughing, but it is beautiful energy. Look, this person, I'll fight for you. This person is a protector. They're a fighter. This person's like, look, I don't fought harder battles in my life. I don't mind fighting for what I want. This person don't mind fighting for what they want. 5 of Wands. Give me more than the 5 of Wands here. Give me more than the 5 of Wands. Why is the 5 of Wands here? Ooh, give me 5 of Wands. 5 of Wands with the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. This person has fought to overcome some hardships. They didn't always understand what was going on. They didn't understand the plan of the universe. They didn't understand the destination, 33 on the timer. They didn't always understand, but they fought hard to get out of the cold. They fought hard to overcome the obstacles of life, that life threw them. This is someone who didn't have everything in the world, right? This is someone who fought hard to get where they are at this point in their life. And I'm not even talking about materialistically. I'm talking about mentally, right? I've cried so many tears. I faced all my fears. I let things slip away, but I need you here to stay. Let's go. Let's go. I need you here to stay. 10 of Wands. I ain't afraid to burn some shit down and walk away with my head held high. Burdens and all. Burdens and all. I would gather them up and come towards the divine feminine or the divine masculine because that's where my soul is leading me at this time. This is someone who's not afraid. They're not afraid to do what it takes to be with you, to put in the work. This person is definitely willing to put in the work because they know, they know who you are to them. They know. They know. Yeah, victory, destiny. They know you're their destiny, the Chariot. This person knows you are their destiny. And they've always known it. They've always known it. They have always known it. But they just had to deal with some things. Quiet some wagging tongues, right? Silence some folks. Silence some folks. All right, let's get you guys some closing messages. Healing as I split the deck. This person just had to go through some healing. You had to go through some healing. Remember, you weren't completely available when you met this person. Don't play. You got this woman holding the coin with all tied up. You weren't completely available. Your second chakra was blocked. You weren't open to intimacy in that level. You weren't open to intimacy at that level. You may have thought you were, but you weren't. Because now being with this person at this level has taught you that you weren't ready back then, right? You weren't ready the first go round. And even you had to admit that. Closing messages, Spirit. Forgiveness. Forgiveness. It's time for both of you guys to forgive yourselves for not always stepping up in the way that you wanted to. It says forgiving yourself or another will help you move forward. You have to forgive yourself. You didn't always do things right. But you learned and you grew. Ooh, every step of the way. You learned and you grew every step of the way. Friendship. You and this person have a great friendship. Like, y'all can talk about anything. I'm talking about, if it's from fishing to freaking politics, you know, whatever. Like, there is a great friendship here. You guys could have started off as friends first. And then things led more, you know, and that's the divine unions, guys, though. That is what it is. It normally is. There's a history there. I personally, and I don't know every twin flame in the universe, so I can only speak to what I know, but I personally don't know anyone who's in a divine union that does not have some type of history with the person. And when I say history, even if it's you cross paths in college or you knew each other, you know, 30 years ago, I don't know, whatever it is, there's usually some history. You don't usually meet your divine counterpart out of the blue and have never met or seen this person ever in life. It usually doesn't work like that, in my opinion. Again, I don't know every twin flame couple in the world, but you know, usually there's history. All right, abundance flows to you. Abundance is flowing to both of you. You've done the work, so abundance flows to you now. And that's exactly what this is. Then we have that, we had one of, the blossoming abundance card here. We have that blossoming abundance card. Abundance flows to you now, both of you, because you've done the work. Final message, Spirit, before I close this out. Don't want to get too long. Folk attention span ain't that long, all right? Let's get to the final message, Spirit. Lesson. I'll take that as the final message. What is this that flipped up over here? Oh, yeah, that was that Two of Pentacles, balancing things out. All right, lesson. The final message is lesson. The person is in your life to teach you spiritual lessons. That's what divine unions are about, right? Spiritual lessons. Look at the bottom of the deck, y'all. I just happened to look. Past life love. Past life love. I told you there's history. Your soul remembers this intense connection. And that's why I always say with that soul recognition, and that's how you recognize the person. So if you are in divine union and you feel like you don't have any history with the person, begin to talk about things and you will see how parallel your lives were. So even if this isn't someone that you grew up with or someone that you've known 20, 30, 40 years ago, begin to share life experiences and you will still see that your lives are parallel because you do share past life love together. And it's just those interferences that began to take place between now and then that prolonged or hindered the two of you guys from coming together at first, but you had to bring things into balance. So even while things were seeming to go a little slow, they were seeming to go a little slow. At the bottom down here, we got marriage. It is leading to a higher level of commitment. This person just had to deal with some things and get that door to romance open. All right, that is what I have for you guys. All right, if you want a personal reading from me, everything you need to know about me is my profile. Y'all know, hit the website, thelady1111.com to book all readings. Love and light as always, The Lady Empath 1111.